Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. I am Franchise Pearson, and welcome to the channel, Franchise Blue. 3/3 of 2026. I have 7:58 in the PM. Yeah, time is flying. People, I have a dandy for you. What I can tell you is that Matthew 24 is real. The Bible speaks of the birth pains, the latter days, the last days. And what I'm going to show you are literal birth pains. Pains. Notice I said it 3 times. There's a reason I said it 3 times. Because when you see this video, you're going to reflect on what I showed yesterday, and you're going to think about what I showed you today. I just want to give honor to God for having me do this type of work and being able to put it together, because as I put it together, I'm literally in shock sometimes, and I get quiet, like, God, this is what is going on? Yeah. They're telling us that a ship is going to go down. They've been telling us, believe it or not, since the horses bolted in Britain. I went back and did some research today because I saw something. You see, Macron of France, he is going to participate in a subtle way, and I'll get to that. And Trump scolded Britain for taking, I believe he said, 3 days for them to negotiate and having airspace so they can fight this war. But people, get past all the drama, because the numbers don't lie. These folks are in. This is going to be a global conflict. You heard me. Because it's already prophesied in the book of Daniel. This is going to be a global conflict. I just want to begin. Let me first of all tell the person thank you. I've had this tie, I think, for maybe over a month, maybe longer. I'm like, you should wear it today. And I did, and I love it. I love it. So thank you for sending me that tie. And please, people, don't send me no more ties. I got plenty of them. Unless you really think that you should send it to me, but I got a bunch of them. This is it. This is it. I love this tie. But people, let's hear from Donald Trump. What did he say? What did he say? And what didn't he say?
And I'm not, by the way, I'm not happy with the UK either. That island that you read about, the lease, okay, he made, for whatever reason, he made a lease of the island. Somebody came and took it away from him. And it's taken 3-4 days for us to work out where we can land. It would have been much more convenient landing there as opposed to flying many extra hours. So we are very surprised. This is not Winston Churchill that we're dealing with.
So he said he's not happy with Britain. Stalmer. Now, you know he mentioned Winston Churchill. So you know I had to do some digging, right? Winston Churchill, former, Prime Minister? His birthday is November 30th, 1874. Trump implying, I guess, if Winston Churchill was here, wouldn't have had those problems. So 11/30, 1874. Let's look at this thing. 11/30, 1874. Winston Churchill's birthday of Britain. And this is June 14th, 1946. That's Trump's birthday. The difference is 71,622. On 6/22, America bombed Iran. You heard me. Operation what? Midnight Hammer. So he talking all this stuff about Britain, but when I take Winston Churchill's birthday, his literal birthday, and subtract it from Trump's birthday, I get the day we bombed Iran. That's worth a thumbs up in the chat. Come on, even if you don't like me. Come on now. The research. Let other people see the video. Now, Macron, on the other hand, he gonna get involved a little bit. December 21st, 1977. That's his birthday. December 21st, 1977. Today is March 3rd, 2026. The difference is 48 and 72. Remember I showed you guys the blood moon the other day? I took what, April 8th, 2024, subtracted it from 3/3/2026 and got a number. I might have to do that to jog my memory. What I know it's a deep decode. But look, on 4/8, there was an eclipse that came across the earth, right? A X, that means you eliminated, okay? What is a 72? This is too much. This is too much. This is too much. Let me show you the video I did earlier. Wow, they told us again, voyage to the bottom of the sea. Remember that old show, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea? What is 72? Listen to this.
Together? Okay, let's see how it works. Tell you, it's gonna be crazy. Watch this. May 14th, 2026. That's the anniversary of Israel becoming a nation. Today is 3/3/2026. Somebody said blood moon. The difference is 72 days. What is 72? Israel's anniversary is today. Subtracted from today's date, give you 72 days. What is 72?
This records conversations better than taking notes ever could. This is Pocket, an AI note taker that records.
The USS Abraham Lincoln, the USS Abraham Lincoln, 72. Man, somebody put hot potato in the chat. Hot potato. Hot potato. USS Abraham Lincoln is 72. What are the odds? You think they speak without speaking? I say they speak without speaking. Man alive. You mean to tell me you took today's date and subtracted it from Israel's birthday? That ship going down. That ship is going down. Put in the chat, you remember this series back in the day called Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. Come on, I'm old enough to talk about it. You youngins better catch up. Put it in the chat. To be a show back in the day called Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea.
People, 12/21/1977, Macron, subtracted from today, gives you 48/72. Make you cry, this decode, I'm telling you. I hope you're feeling the gravity of this thing. It's serious. Now let's go to the 1730 mark. Got something else to show you. What are the odds that ship
Pin drop? If you think it's a coincidence that this...
why did I do that? What did you do, Pearson? Oh, I see what it is. Here we go.
Now going forward, I want you to really think about this. Because you're talking about the mind blow of the whole video. This...
A chancellor from Germany met with Trump today at the White House. I want you to look at his birthday. His birthday matches the ship. I gotta show you.
Mind blown. The
USS Abraham Lincoln was commissioned, that is, it was ready to go to sail and do battle. The U.S. Abraham Lincoln commissioned November 11, 1989. November 11, 1989. November 11, 1989. Why you keep saying November 11, 1989? Pearson, why you keep saying November 11, 1989? Why do you keep saying that date? November 11, 1955. That's Freddie's birthday. That's his birthday. Pin drop. What are the odds that that man talking to Trump today in the White House, his birthday is the same birthday as USS Abraham Lincoln, the day it was commissioned, is the same day of his birthday. The only difference is a year. The only difference is the years. These are the birth pains. I'm getting too much revelation in a short period of time. That means the water about to break. The baby about to come out. We're going to war. Trump gonna be unalived. He just going to say bye-bye. He going to play golf because he's done with his duty, okay? Now, check this out. Macron is involved a certain way. This will explain it. And Britain finally got the airspace that Trump needed. It just took 3 days.
And now as this conflict escalates beyond Iran's borders, we've seen Iran striking in and around the Gulf states, a move that President Trump says surprising. We've also seen now the British government sending in warships and helicopters into the region, and now France too. We've heard from French President Emmanuel Macron, who says he will be sending in the Charles de Gaulle. That is a major piece of the French military hardware in and around this region. Once again, from a defensive perspective, trying to protect French assets in the region. This is some of what the French president had to say in a televised address to his people.
Samedi dernier, la guerre s'empare une nouvelle fois.
Since last Saturday, war has once again engulfed the Near and Middle East. Triggered by strikes launched by the United States and Israel against Iran, it is now spreading throughout the region and having grave consequences for peace and security for all. The Islamic Republic of Iran bears primary responsibility for this situation. Faced with this unstable situation and with the uncertainties of the coming days, I've ordered that the aircraft carrier Charles de Gaulle, its air assets and its frigate escort set course for the Mediterranean.
So now that's how they're going to assist. Well, they're going to protect their assets.
Interesting to hear French President Emmanuel Macron there talk about the worrying times in the days ahead. We also heard the German Chancellor Friedrich Merz say to President Trump today he wanted to see this war wrapped up quickly, as soon as
possible. Now, Macron was first elected. This is probably the biggest part of the video. I'm not sure, but check this out. Macron of France was elected on this day, April 24th, 2022. Never forget these dates. 4/24/2022. Today is 3/3/2026. Blood moon date. The difference is 3 years, 10/7. What happened on 10/7? On October 7th, 2023, that's when Hamas first struck Israel. That couldn't be an accident. Macron is in, and he's in on dates that match the day that Israel was attacked by Hamas, October 7th. Also, there's a 313, and what is 313? Pope Francis was born. Pope Francis became the Pope on 313 of 2013. Because you're going to have a new religion and a new political system and a new economic system in the golden age, the new world order. Now, let's go back. Remember when the horses bolted in Britain. Remember the horses and the bloody white horse, all that? I'm going to show that to you. Horses bolted, guess what date? 4/24 of 2024. 4/24. Where we heard that? I just showed you Macron was elected on 4/24. The horses bolted on 2024. Macron became president again in 2022. Both 4/24. Okay, so look, the horses bolted in Britain on 4/24, 2024. Subtracted from the day, you get the same number, 10/7. October 7th, that's when Israel was attacked of 2023. Not only that, Big Ben stopped the big clock in London when the horses got loose and bolted and ran around and the horse was bloody, the white horse. The big clock that they have, it stopped. Big Ben first clicked and tick-tocked on 4/24 of 1858. What a find. 4/24 for Big Ben, London clock that stopped when the horses began to stampede. 4/24 for Macron when he got elected. And 4/24, what else you got, Pearson? For the stampede. And the same dates. 167 years ago, Big Ben, the clock, was put in Britain. But you got your 10/7, October 7th, that's when Hamas hit Israel. Now, check this out. Where am I at? Yeah, let's just watch this here. Because yesterday, now, I just showed you three, right? 3 incidences, 4/24. Well, yesterday, the leader of Israel, he coughed 3 times. Watch. It's just coincidence that today I got 3 for 4/24. I'm just asking. I want you to watch that video because I want you to go to that section. Because when he's coughing, that look like a deer that's painted behind him or whatever. Is it painted or is it sketched in there? Look like a deer. A deer. There was a deer to leave the world behind. The deer is symbolic that bad things are coming. I know it's crazy. Now, let's look at this video I did over 11 months ago and another one I did 2 years ago about the stampede with the horses. The white horse is Trump, it's bloody. The black horse is Obama. He riding with him. In my humble opinion, that's what this is about. Watch.
And I know this, but it connects to what I did. She probably doesn't know that I did some videos on this. And I just want to put it together. And what it comes down to is that Trump is the king, and he's going to be unalived. He's the white horse apparently, and he's going to fall off. And someone behind him, the Antichrist, is going to take his crown from him. It's deep, y'all. It's deep. So before let me just show you the video, and we'll go from there, okay?
April 24th, 2024. Macron, April 24th.
Isn't that something? The horses ran into the bus and everything. It's crazy. What a crazy situation it was. Look at that.
April 24th.
Soaked in blood, just bathed in it. Isn't that something? Wow. And then it becomes symbolic, people, to me, because again, when I show you,
Trump's the white horse, baby. Where am I? 1730. Let's go with 2. Let's just go at. Let's see what happens. See if I did this right.
here it is right here. On 4/24/2024, that's when the horses stampeded in Britain. Here's the other day they did it, July 1st. But we're gonna go with this one. Look. 4/24/2024, subtracted from today, is 666. It's 666. The beast system, the Antichrist system is coming. Wow. Now, here's a video that I did when the situation happened. See the bloody horse? Look. On April 24th, 2024, horses stampeded in Britain. Who is symbolic for that horse? 4/24/2024 verses 10:5.
Let me see if I have anything else here. Go back into this here. That's a lot. 1330. That might be it. 1330. And 1615.
The event of the horses galloping down the street with nobody on them. The difference is 77 days.
I'm going to stop there. What are the odds? April 24th. All this. 3 different events. April 24, 2022, Macron became the leader of France. 4/24/2024, the horses stampeded. The white horse got to be Trump, bloody. And then April 24th, 1858, Big Ben, that the giant clock stops. People, it's coming. And then you top it off with the 72 I showed you earlier. How can you deny that? What a decode, the 72. I took today's date and subtracted it from Emmanuel Macron's birthday. And I got 48, like eclipse, and 72, the ship, the number of the ship, Abraham Lincoln. It's time to get right, stay right, get ready for the flight. Our Lord and Savior is coming again. The birth pains are real. I'm trying to keep up. Thank you for your love offerings. Thank you for the tithe. Thank you for your support. I'll try to read some comments tonight. I'm sure you guys got great information. Just give me time. It's a lot. Thank you. Welcome new subscribers. I teach those 5 C's, the clues, the codes, the colors, the confirmation, time, and conclusion. They haven't failed me. God gave me that gift. This is the channel to be at because I'm going to give you relevant information. You can binge watch those videos so you can get more and more perspective because I've been talking about this for a long time. I've been doing this since I was 17. I'm in my 60s now. I have everything you need right here. But most of all, what you need is Jesus Christ. He's coming soon. He is coming soon. God bless you.